It's really critical that we make sure that we do transfer all of the brand values associated with Hibernian into the AVIVA brand. And the best way of doing that is by associating the Hibernian brand name and the Hibernian imagery with the AVIVA brand for a period of time so that customers can get used to the idea of Hibernian equals AVIVA before we drop the Hibernian name.
Hibernian is associated with fantastic values around kind of trust, reassurance, kind of experience. What we really wanted to do was bring those and transfer those to Hibernian AVIVA.
There's always the risk, obviously, that Hibernian and transferring to Hibernian AVIVA, people would start questioning its Irish credentials.
AVIVA at this stage in our journey doesn't mean anything to the vast majority of Irish consumers, so to take something that means so much and transfer it over, we needed to make sure that AVIVA would be seen as a positive.
Very simply, the concept is Hibernian, like we've seen it all, which is the name of the concept.
Because they've seen it all, they're experienced enough to know how to behave in the future. And it also says on a wider level, well, we've been with you through the whole journey of the story of the nation with families. You know, we've seen what you've seen as well.
And we knew that we had an opportunity here to write something that was far more human and emotional and would actually touch people.
We really wanted to create a campaign that was going to excite and engage our customers, and that's very kind of challenging and very exciting in an industry which is kind of traditionally known for boring and predictable advertising.
The ad had to reflect how the Irish view themselves. A lot of our history has been very poignant. There's been a lot of humour in our history as well, that the Irish have an ability to smile at themselves as well in a way that's healthy. It was important to present this history from the perspective of Hibernian.
The name Hibernian means Ireland, and we thought this is a great opportunity to get an Irishness as well, and an Irish take on the world, and Irish humour.
The production commercial was incredibly exciting. It's one of the biggest productions, if not the biggest, to be done in advertising terms in this country this year. There was over 20 scenes. In one scene, there was over 150 extras used on a boat down the Liffey. Another scene, there was 100 extras used to make up the dole queue. For over 20 scenes to be shown in 60 seconds is a hugely ambitious project.
From a technical point of view, actually putting in a lot of scenes seemed to add to the richness of the ad and the different film stocks. The fact that you have black and white film, some of them has a slight sepia, that's the slight brown look in photography. There's sort of the 60s style of colour, there's the 1980s style of colour and so on. And Damien O'Donnell, the director we've chosen, is probably better known as a film director, though he's done a lot of commercials as well. And he's done BAFTA winning films.
He's got the capacity to tell a story in the way that appeals both on a human level and just an interest level as well.
We knew that Damien could do big scenes, like you'll see the ship scene, and you'll see scenes like the opening scene. They're visually big, and then we knew when he came into the actors, when they're relating to each other and they're speaking to each other, that he could also do them with the required humanity and humour and emotion and so on.
Okay, go for it, yay!
We set ourselves a challenge of producing something that people would love and people would really want to see time and time again, and I think we've achieved that.
There's memories for everyone in here as they look at the ad. Everyone will have something that will strike an emotional chord with them. It'll raise the hairs on the back of their neck, and that's what you need advertising to do.
It's a commercial I think we're going to be very proud of. It's a commercial that Hibernian AVIVA should be very proud of. And I think it's going to really work for them. And I think they deserve the success that this commercial would achieve.
You don't want an ad that people look at once and then the next time they say, I've seen that before. But if they start discovering new things in it, it's always a great thing.
I think it's just a really entertaining piece of film, and I think people will enjoy it.
I hope you like the ad. Our research says customers are going to like it. The proof of the pudding will be when we get the feedback during the year. We'll touch a chord for people, which isn't easy to do in financial services advertising, but I think we have done it here, and that is going to make our job of launching the AVIVA brand, building awareness of the AVIVA brand, and communicating that AVIVA has the values of Hibernian much, much easier.
Since Hibernian issued its first policy in 1908, you might say we've seen it all. From crazes to plain crazy. From tightening our belts
We are living way beyond our means.
to loosening them. From things we didn't plan for to things we do. From things we'd never seen before to ones we hope we'll never see again. From questionable fashions to fashionable questions. From bust, boom, to boom, bust, boom, bust. From things we thought were important to things that really are. We've covered a lot in the last 100 years, and as part of AVIVA, one of the world's largest insurance groups, we have the strength for the next 100. Hibernian AVIVA, the new name for Hibernian.